Unless you live in a cave, you probably know that Minecraft, which is a computer game, has hijacked our kids over the last few years, and it is so popular that Microsoft bought it for $2.5 billion. So my kids have been playing Minecraft for several years on their iPad minis, but they are older now, and I thought they would enjoy playing it on our 27-inch iMac. The PC Mac version of Minecraft has more features than the tablet or game console versions. So earlier this year, before Microsoft purchased the company that makes Minecraft, I paid roughly $30 for a license to run it on our Mac. One problem that my kids and I discovered is that it's hard to play Minecraft or any game on the Mac using the Apple touchpad and keyboard. Even with a non-Apple mouse, the kind with 2 buttons, it is not ideal. So I read on the internet that you can use a console game controller to work with your Mac and run Minecraft. The other day I purchased the wireless controller made by Sony for the PlayStation 3. It's around $40 on Amazon. I got that rather than the newer controller for the PlayStation 4, as the joysticks on the PS3 are bigger and look sturdier than those on the PS4. To get it to work with your Macintosh, you need to map the buttons and joysticks with the mouse and keyboard buttons and mouse movements. The easiest way to do that is to buy a cheap $5 program from the App Store for the Mac. It is called Joystick Mapper. To get the PS3 wireless controller to work with the Mac, you have to connect it to the Mac with a USB cable. With my 2010 iMac running Yosemite, I didn't have to do much to get it to connect. I pretty much just held down the PlayStation button on the controller and it connected to my Bluetooth on the Mac as the drop-down window on the Mac indicated. As some websites indicated, and maybe with prior versions of the Mac OS, you might have to punch in a code like 0000 when it first connects to Bluetooth. I didn't have to do anything. So I launched Joystick Mapper, and you get an interface, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. I already have some map presets in this app. If you have none, you click Add Presets, and it gives you this interface, which you see on the screen, which allows you to scan the buttons on your controller and assign mouse and keyboard buttons and movements. If you click the controller icon on the interface, as shown on the screen here, you can scan your device, and the button you hold down on the device will be assigned. That way you can figure out what numbers Joystick Mapper is assigned to each button and joystick movement. I went through and mapped each button on the PS3 controller to the Joystick Mapper. I labeled the buttons and joystick movements below, or actually on the screen, if you want to use it as a reference when you're assigning mouse, keyboard buttons, and movements to your controller. The Minecraft keyboard and mouse buttons and movements were then mapped to the PS3 controller buttons and joysticks. This is what the assignments look like in Joystick Mapper. I have it up on the screen. I also created a reference picture for the buttons on the PS3 controller that labels the buttons and joystick movements with the keyboard and mouse buttons and movements so my kids can reference it when playing Minecraft. Those labels match up with the Minecraft keyboard commands as found on the Minecraft website. In Joystick Mapper, you can load presets for controllers that other people created. Under File, click Open Presets folder in Finder. This is what the window looks like. When you get to that folder, you can drop the text file of the preset that someone else created into the folder. You can download the preset text file for the above PS3 preset mapping that I created from a link that I have on my blog. And if you go to my blog, and I'll post a link for it, I've written this all out and have the screenshots and the link to the download of the preset. So after you put it in your Joystick Mapper presets folder, it should appear in Joystick Mapper. By checking the box next to the preset, your PS3 controller should be mapped to those presets. I hope this short overview of using a PS3 controller was helpful.